Trib Live High School Sports Network is the official video and audio streaming partner of the WPIAL. We broadcast over 2,000 sporting events each year and cover 17 sports in over 170 schools. At HSSN, you'll find the latest in high school sports news, live and archive broadcasts, scores, standings, and much more. Trib Live High School Sports Network, your high school sports leader. All season, every season.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT. Your home for the County of Champions.
Has it throw to first, and that's your ball game. Union has won its first ever WPIAL championship.
There it is. Champions, the Scotties Lancers.
Strike three. The Union Scotties, golden once again.
One gold, not enough. How about 2 district gold and 2 state gold for the Lady Lancers? The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
9 seconds. Anderson into the corner, it's Boyd for 3. Shot! Take time, take time!
Look, a throw again, directing traffic, going for the quarterback in the end zone! Touchdown! Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet. Coming to you live from Montour High School, it's WPIAL semifinal boys basketball action, Class 1A semifinals, as the 2-seed Union Scotties take on the 3-seed Carlynton Cougars here at LC SportsNet and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Today's broadcast brought to you in part by Maley Chiropractic, by Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George, by The Red Zone, by Medora Bonner Law, by Health and Motion Physical Therapy, by The Red Zone, by Pontius Insurance, by the Crane Room Grill, by Castle Asphalt, by Lawrence County Child and Youth Services, by Penn Ohio Bottled Water, by Something for Your Wall Photography, by the Union Area Education Association, the Union Volunteer Fire Department, and Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. It's tough to beat a team 3 times in a season. Tim Continenza, well, we are going to see that in many of the games coming up here on semifinal Saturday and into Monday and Tuesday as well. I'm James Dotson with Tim alongside. Tim, especially with this game when you have 2 teams that were 1-possession games each of the 2 times they played in the regular season.
It really does become a difficult chore for Union coming into today's game, as it is difficult to beat the same school 3 different times. The question is, will be the 3 different times on 3 different courts.
Yeah, that is true. The first game played back in Lawrence County at the Cavelli Fieldhouse, a tight ball game there where actually it was an and one with just a couple of seconds remaining by Matt Stanley that gave Union the come-from-behind victory. And then down at Carlynton, Union in control for most of the game, in the lead for most of the game, I guess I should say. But Carlynton kept chipping away. And the theme of that game, and the first one really, and I think it's going to be the theme tonight, free throw shooting. The numbers for Union, not that great in those games. On the season, nearly a 70% free throw shooting team. But in the 2 games against Carlynton, inexplicably, 10 of 22 in the first game, and 8 for 25 in the second game. If Union makes free throws, I think that they naturally have a fast track to be considered the favorite here today.
Yeah, I think that will be a key without question. Obviously, when you look at free throws, a lot of it, it's so easy to say a mental thing. You just got to get up there and repeat your same stroke each and every time from the line. And for the most part, the players have done that throughout the season. I don't think they're really thinking about that coming into the game. As long as you get out there and execute, I think they're going to be fine. The question is, both teams, unfamiliar territory. This is a gymnasium that's different than most gymnasiums. It's surrounded with fans on all sides.
Yeah, it is.
And it is a loud gymnasium. It's a different type of atmosphere. It's a beautiful gymnasium, by the way. I'm not is just different than what most schools represent. You usually have the away side, the home side, and that's about it. Here you got them on both end zones of the hoops, so it should be interesting to how that sound vibrates inside as it goes back and forth off these walls.
We'll take a first time out during the LGKG pregame show. We'll come back with starting lineups and opening tip here from Montour. 2 versus 3, Union versus Carlynton at LC SportsNet and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAP Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapies necessary, from the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition. When injuries get you sidelined, don't trust just anyone to get you back on the field. Visit Health in Motion Physical Therapy in Shenango Township. They want to get you back to the top of your game as quickly as possible with certified orthopedic and manual therapies. At Health in Motion, you receive quality one-on-one time with a board-certified physical therapist. Get the next generation of physical therapy to help in your recovery. Health in Motion is the first PT clinic in Western Pennsylvania to use the Nuvie, the neurobioelectric stimulator, in their therapies. Their technologies can reduce your time on the sideline from 3 or 4 weeks to just 3 or 4 days. Don't wait for months to see improvement. Notice a difference after your first visit to Health in Motion, keeping you moving.
At LCAP Early Learning Centers, our kids are superheroes with extraordinary abilities to explore and learn. All our programs are filled with amazing children, but we need help. We're hiring group supervisors, assistant group supervisors, aides, and many other support positions. If you love to work with children as young as 6 weeks old, then you could be a superhero too. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County. Apply today at lcap.org.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Hey Scotty fans, it's Mrs. Ryan
and Miss Felina here on behalf of the Union Area Education Association.
And we want to wish all of our Scotties good luck this season. Go Scotties!
Back here at Montour High School, thanks to our friends at Luxembourg, Garbutt, Kelly, and George. Visit them online, lgkg.com, for your free consultation here on the LGKG pregame show. Union, the 2 seed, Carlynton, the 3 seed, and we'll take a look at their starting lineups. Starting lineups today brought to you by the Red Zone. Make sure you visit the Red Zone just up the road in the Shannock Township for all of your county sporting apparel needs. We'll get the Carlynton starters here in a moment. They didn't get them announced to us, and of course they still have the warm-up shirts on. Tim, just in general here, not only with the idea that you have a, the wide gym to work with, but just in general playing a team 3 times. What is it that you're looking for both these teams in terms of their execution today?
I think most important is you just want to get into your familiarity. Do the things you normally do. I would say if you have a couple of easy opening sets, you want to do them and just get the jitters out of the way. You want, obviously both teams know each other very well, and they have the same goal, and that is you get to the peak.
And you can't tell it all, can you? It is quite loud here for tonight's contest. The starters are Chase Jones, Pete Gargis, Simon Shriver, Austin Milliner, and Jaden McClure. McClure averaging 17 points per game, Chase Jones at 13 per game. Those are the 2 main scorers for the Carlynton Cougars. For the Scotties, the all-time leading scorer in Union history, Matt Stanley, at 17 points per game. Cam Taylor, 6 points per contest for the senior. Braylon Thomas is going to get the start today, the lone junior in the starting lineup of this team with 10 seniors on the squad. Caden Fisher, 6'4" senior, averaging 5.7 rebounds per game. And Peyton Lombardo, 11 points per game for the 6'1" senior. So Jones, Gargis, Shriver, Milliner, and McClure for Carlynton. Matt Stanley, Taylor, Thomas, Fisher, and Lombardo for the Scotties to get things underway here from Montour, Tim.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup. You got Union with their big front line of Thomas, Fisher, and Lombardo, all of them over 6 foot. So it should be interesting to watch matchup here today.
Caden Fisher to tip it up against Jaden McClure. A trip to the Peterson Event Center. Union trying to get back for the 2nd consecutive year. Carlynton trying to get there for the first time in many years. They're going to have a 2-1-2 zone for Carlynton. Active hands with it. Bounce pass towards the middle is going to be too low at the feet of Braylon Thomas. Going to lead to a steal and a transition layup right off the bat for Chase Jones.
A nice and easy just breakthrough for Jones. Easy layup going right into the lane.
Early 2-0 lead for the Cougars. Skip pass over for 3. Rattles in and out on the attempt from Lombardo. Didn't miss by much. This Union team put up 19 3-pointers in their opening round victory, including 7 by the sophomore Lucas Stanley off the bench. That's a held ball into the lane. Possession will stay with the Cougars at 7:21 remaining in the first quarter. Austin Milliner will inbound. And we're going to have a foul against Fisher as Jaden McClure slipped his way down in, and he'll have a chance at a couple of free throws. And we mentioned it a couple times already, Tim. Free throws are going to play dividends in this game for both teams.
And we'll see how Carlynton handles it right now.
First free throw is going to be up and short. McClure, a 61% free throw shooter on the season. Score remains 2-0, less than a minute into today's contest. Able to rattle a second one home. 3-0 Carlynton lead. They'll extend their pressure. Taylor, trapped, tough pass. It's going to be well read and intercepted. Good read by Shriver, and right now it's Carlynton with the defense getting things done early.
They are making a nice drive into the lane there.
Too strong on the shot. Braylon Thomas will get the rebound off of that miss from Milliner. Kick ball as they try to go in transition. Both these teams so good at transitioning up and down the court, Tim.
Yeah, and I think that's going to be key. The team that can find the open player on the move and being able to get into the lanes and get those quick, easy transitional baskets.
Taylor will inbound, gets it to Stanley in the corners. That was just inviting the trap, able to get it out to Braylon Thomas. His three no good, but the putback up and in. That's Peyton Lombardo's first points of the night.
Yeah, Lombardo read that perfectly.
Of the afternoon, I should say, and we're going to have a foul at the other end against Braylon Thomas to send Shriver to the free throw line.
And another quick outlet on that pass. Got him down the lane, and Lombardo really didn't have much other play than to get his body in front of him and cause the foul, but they missed the shot, so they'll have to earn it from the line.
Team as a whole shooting 56%. That's exactly what Shriver is shooting on the year as well. He makes the first. Just over a minute into this contest for the WPIAL Class 1A semifinals. Both free throws good. 1-2-2 pressure.
It seems to be, anytime Matt Stanley has the ball, they're double teaming him.
And we have a tied ball. It will stay with the Union Scotties, but you can see the active hands and some length on this, especially at the top from Shriver, the 6'3 junior.
You can see the story is to try to get the ball, stop the one-on-ones from Matt Stanley here today.
And the way Union can shoot the three ball, that is dangerous when you're playing a zone. As they will work extra pass, pump fake, Thomas into the lane. He's going to get the and one. Hung in the air, absorbed the contact, and a chance at the three-point play.
They did a nice job coming from the left side, drawing the foul, and keeping that runner going and bringing it into the hole for two.
And he does complete the three-point play. Does Braylon Thomas, the first ever 1,000 player in Union football history, 1,000 yards passing and rushing on their way to the state championship game back in the fall. Matt Stanley almost gets a steal. Chase Jones able to get it, pass over to Milliner. He steps inside the arc, foul line jumper is short, no good. The ball's gonna be knocked literally into the front row.
They have volleyballed it. It was like he was carrying it over the net. And at this time, the net was the backboard.
So possession will stay with Carlynton. Last touch by Thomas. 6 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. Inbounds pass into the front court for Gargis. Back around. Looking for the open man. They'll bring it back out again. It was a 2-point victory at Union, a 3-point victory at Carlynton. Both times for the Scotties. Section champs. Carlynton just one game behind them in the Section 1 standings. Three ball on the way. It's going to be short, and ball's going to go out of bounds. Team rebound over to Union with 5:38 remaining in the first.
Let's see what type of offense they try to run here, because every time Matt's had the ball in the forecourt, they brought the double team. See if they go away and maybe use Matt to move the ball, move without the ball, and see how they can get the ball to him.
Ian Taylor just working the ball into the backcourt, able to get to the high post. Thomas stops on a dime, spin move, his shot blocked away, but with contact as Milliner picked up the foul. I'd say check that. It wasn't on 22. They got it on 15 Shriver, which I think that's probably the better call, because I thought Milliner was pretty clean on the block. First free throw rolls in and out for Braylon Thomas. Remains a 5-5 score. And no good, but nice Lombardo's going to get the tip to Fisher for the and one. Get up, tip the ball without making contact, Tim. Easier said than done.
Oh my God, what a great play there by Lombardo.
Now Caden Fisher to the line. Does not get the roll on his free throw, so Scotty's 1 of 4 to begin the afternoon from the charity stripe. And a whistle.
He stepped on the baseline.
Good call, good eyes. Tim saw it. It's tough to see too, because the paint is yellow, the same as the line, but the official all over it.
Official in the right place, the right time, as most of them are.
That turnover brought to you by our friends at Medore Bonner Law. Make sure you protect your possessions with a local attorney at Medore Bonner Law, MedoreBonnerLaw.com. Find out how they can serve you. First substitute coming in is Devontae Dean, 5'9" sophomore from Carlynton. A lot of stoppages in this game so far. Also, Brennan Porter in for the first time for the Scotties. Taylor back over to Stanley. And it's now Dean who's working the top of this 1-2-2 zone, making him work hard. Thomas into the corner. He's going to go skip pass over to Lombardo into the corner. Pass towards the middle is deflected and will be stolen away by the Cougars. Up to Dean, and he's going to go hard to the hoop, and Porter's going to get him on the arm. 2 more free throws coming. This will be already the 9th and 10th free throw shot in this game, and we're just 2 minutes and 24 seconds into it.
It has been a kind of a slugfest, just kind of opposite of what we've seen last night. Tonight's game where they let the players go up and down the court. Tonight, every time they get down the court, someone is in the way, and they're calling it foul.
First free throw up and good for Devontae Dean. He's actually shooting under 50% from the line on the year, but makes his first, makes the second. A free throw advantage definitely with Carlynton early, tied up at 7. Patience to get across the timeline. Stanley able to split through to defenders. Goes down to the ground, able to keep the dribble going though. Porter over to Thomas, out to Lombardo. Those two play catch right back to each other. Into Porter in the middle. Left-handed layup, too strong, no good. And we're going to get a tie-up. A quick whistle on that.
Yeah, very quick whistle, but it was either going to be a loose ball and a foul or a tie-up, and it's better off to get a tie-up than try to get a cheap foul to either player.
3 team fouls apiece as we see Lucas Stanley check in. He just scored a career-high 27, including 7 3-pointers. He could have tied the school record, except he had 2 and he had a toenail on the line. Otherwise, he would have had the school record for 3-pointers in a game in that quarterfinals win over Aquinas. Nice spin move, Chase Jones into the lane. Carlynton takes the 9-7 advantage midway through the first. Stanley, the lefty, gets it back up across the perimeter. Right now, just good ball movement. They get it to Stanley. That's his spot. Bam!
That's what they were looking for. Mark Stanley's first points of the game.
Good give and go. Pass down low, pump fake. Holding his ground defensively was Thomas. Shot no good from Milliner. Scotty's coming with speed the other way. This time it's Lombardo open in the corner. Short on his shot. Offensive rebound. Stanley will put it right back up. Foul line jumper is good for his first 2 points. Three-point Scotty's lead. Into the lane goes Jones. Going to get almost tied up. Good job to fight through and get the ball back out to Milliner. Shot from the wing, off the mark, no good. Fighting for the rebound, able to get it is Devontae Dean. That shot blocked by Lombardo on the second attempt, and we're going to have a foul in the backcourt against Carlynton.
You got to give both teams a lot of credit. They're right up against their opponent, and there's just not a lot of room. So the officials have to call it close. They really do. Every time you get into the bodies, there's going to be contact, and there's going to be a potential for a foul.
First foul against Pete Gargis. 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Stanley kills the dribble, gets it inside out. Lombardo open for 3. 0 for 3, and all of them just been like that, down and out for the three-point specialist wearing number 33. Milliner pumps, drives in, getting knocked away from behind. Fisher the clean block. Now here comes Stanley with numbers. It's going to be a 4-on-2. Goes into the lane. He's going to have the shot. Actually, a foul before the shot on the foul by Devontae Dean. Now be his first, so 5 players with a single foul each. Lombardo will check out, and you'll see Jaden Wynn come in. 10 seniors on this squad. That's another one who's coming off the bench. He's going to get it. He's going to tee it up immediately. Follows a shot on the miss. Off the window and in.
That's the way to do it. Anytime you take a shot from outside, follow it up. It comes right back to him. It takes it right into the hole for an easy runner.
Largest lead for either team, and another steal. This time it's the quick hands of Cam Taylor. Matt runs the floor, lost his footing, got the pass off to his little brother. In and out for Lucas on the shot. And then we're going to have a foul against Matt in the backcourt. His first, team's fourth. 2 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. 5 team fouls against Montour, 4 against Union. We're going to be getting some health and motion bonus free throws here pretty quickly.
And we're just around the corner from them. And we've got still 2 minutes here to play in the first quarter.
Elijah Booker, another senior, checking in, and we're going to see Mark Stanley for the first time in. Mark played his first game of the year in that game against Aquinas. He had surgery immediately after football season, still getting his legs under him. Also glad to see, speaking of injuries, Elijah Booker kind of turned the ankle in that game against Aquinas late. Glad to see he's good and able to go here today. Trip at the Peterson Event Center to the winner. Milner, his pass is going to be deflected, and we're going to have a pushing foul against Elijah Booker, as he was claiming it was over and back before, but they're not going to get it. The foul against Booker for the team's fifth. We have 4 games on the air today, 3 semifinal games and a consolation game, all at lcsportsnet.com. 3 of them going on right now. Try to get you score updates of that Laurel and the Shannock game as we go as well. Hesitation move from Jones. His little runner high off the glass, no good. Getting the offensive rebound. Ryan Lewis off the bench. Wild shot back up, and he gets the roll. Wow.
So give Lewis credit, staying with that rebound and taking that shot. Nice steal on the move.
And a nifty move afterwards to get almost an and one. Lucas Stanley got him on the arm for the foul. I got turnovers right now at 4 apiece, Tim.
It is going to be a very physical basketball game here, as you haven't tell here in the first 6 minutes of tonight's game.
Down to a minute 20 remaining here in quarter number 1. First free throw on the way is good. And already that is becoming a storyline. It's the charity stripe. Union is 1 of 4 right now. On the other side, 6 of 7 from the line are the Cougars. Second one.
He hits them both.
Chase Jones now with 6 points. Lead down to 1. Booker and Stanley working it in the backcourt. Lucas gets it up to Matt. 3 Stanleys on the court right now. It's the youngest one for 3. His second of the night. Less than a minute to play in the first quarter. Lead back up to 4 for Union. 2 threes made in the quarter by the Scotties, both by the sophomore. 3-pointer the other way. There's the first one in the books for Carlynton. A big answer from Chase Jones. Elijah Booker looks to drive. He'll bring it back out, down to 30 seconds remaining. Into the corner. Booker, foot on the line on this jumper, misses everything too strong. 22 seconds remaining, Carlynton coming up the court. See if they'll hold for the last shot. Milner will hand it off. Another shot with the foot on the line, no good here. Lucas Stanley gets the Chase Jones miss. Down to 10 seconds remaining. 8 seconds as he crosses the timeline. Matt, back over to Booker. Do they see the clock? Into the corner, pass down low for Stanley, and he's going to get a reach-in foul with 1.2 on the clock. That is a 6th team foul against Carlynton, so no free throws, and now a quick trigger coming for Union.
Something underneath, something outside. If you get Matt outside, maybe a quick release, or maybe try to get inside with Lombardo. We'll see what they choose to do.
They get it to Lucas Stanley at the buzzer. Short, no good. Strong start for both teams, just like you'd expect in the 3-2 matchup. A 1-point lead for the Scotties. Back in a moment with quarter number 2 here at lcsportsnet.com.
Wherever you're going, Axe can get you there. The bowling alley, beauty salon, and even the library. Axe can get you there safely. The grocery store, the pharmacy, and the bank. Axe can get you there comfortably. Going to work, visiting a friend, or just to relax at the park. Axe can get you there affordably. Axe is here to get you there, safely, comfortably, and affordably. Choose Axe as your driving service and give us a call to schedule a ride.
I think the key to any attorney-client relationship is trust. My father told me a long time ago, the definition of personal integrity is really simple. do what you say you're going to do. At LGKG, we've been doing that for over 80 years.
Well, Tim, there's no secrets when you play a team 3 times in the same season. They know what each other are going to do, and so far, I mean, blow for blow, both ways. These teams are really executing offensively and defensively.
Oh, there's no question about it. There's no secrets, as you said. So you got to just really play your style of basketball the best you can. Got to give Carlton a lot of credit on their defensive side. They're trying to take Matt Stanley out of the game. It took about 5 minutes before, maybe even 6 minutes before Matt actually got his first shot out. But once he got it on in, he had 5 quick points.
Now, the game plan basically has been for Carlynton, let somebody else beat you. Right now it's the youngest of the Stanleys. That's Lucas who gets the inbounds pass. He's got a pair of threes to lead all Union Scotties scorers, and they have first possession, does Union, to start the second quarter. Thomas drives in. He's going to skip it over to Lombardo. Right wing 3 on the way. Short. He's 0 for 4 from beyond the arc to start tonight's game. And then we're going to have a whistle and a double dribble call. Jones went to pass it and then changed his mind. The officials all over it.
And that turnover is brought to you by the Bonner Law. Make sure to protect your possession. A local firm with deep ties in the community. Visit MadurBonnerLaw.com to find out how they can serve you.
Semifinal Saturday. This is the 1A boys semifinal. Winner will take on either Imani Christian or Geibel. We'll get you score updates on that one as that 3 ball is short. Ball on the ground, and we're going to have a held ball as flying all over the place. Carlynton will get the basketball. First attempt for Matt Stanley from downtown. Right now, Union 2 of 10 from beyond the arc. You knew they would have to cool down. They shot 50% in the quarterfinals game from beyond the arc. Lombardo had 6. Lucas Stanley had 7. Cam Taylor had 5. Everybody was getting involved. Behind the back dribble, a nice one from Jones. Spin shot, smooth. Chase Jones came to play just under his average already. Average is 13, he's got 11. Lucas Stanley, corner 3, short, no good. Fisher flying up for the rebound, able to tip it, keep it going. Lucas Stanley with ball on the ground, and we're going to have a foul called against Carlynton as they went around Stanley.
They're going to get Shiver.
If so, I got that as his 3rd. That is his 3rd.
Yep.
And that should be Team 7, so that should be bonus free throws.
Time, yes.
Brought to you by Health and Motion Physical Therapy.
There's no referral needed when visiting Health and Motion Physical Therapy. Come in for one of a 15-minute consultation to save for those unnecessary trips to the doctor's office. Don't wait months to start feeling better. Give them a call at 724-856-3683.
First free throw up and good for Stanley. He will get the bonus. Fisher out, Porter in. 6:51 remaining in the first half. Both are good. Scotties back up, 19-18. Now we'll switch from Union defensively. See a lot of man from them. They've gone into a 2-3 zone now here, Tim.
And that's probably a nice little switch up here. We'll see how they react. Maybe slow this game down a little bit and take the inside game away from them.
We've seen Chase Jones especially get into the lane. He does again here. This shot, though, partially blocked, and flying up with authority is Braylon Thomas. He's off to the races. He's going to go up with the right hand, too strong, but he got hit and hit hard into the stanchions underneath. And they're calling an intentional foul, Tim.
Yeah, he was in front of it. That is a breakaway foul. That's a good call by the officials because he had a clear path to the basket as he was going up, laying it off the glass. That's when he got hit from behind.
Officials saying there was no play on the ball. That's why it's deemed an intentional foul. They are going to talk and make sure that everybody's in agreement with that. Now they're conferring, I don't know, they're trying to confirm something with the score. Score's right by our count, a 2-pointer and then 2 free throws for Union as your scores. And there was the announcement. It is an intentional foul called on Ryan Lewis.
Big free throws coming up here for Union.
And I understand Carlynton's, the fans' frustrations with a foul call like that. It's a hard, rough foul. If he's going for the ball and gets the ball, he's probably going to get away with it. The issue is, even if you say he was going for the ball, he never made any contact with it, or even with the arm. It was all body in a dangerous position. Thomas able to split his 2 free throws. He's got 4 points, and Union will get the basketball back. Lombardo will inbound. Thomas Porter out there, as well as both Matt and Lucas Stanley. Matt gets to the foul line, brings it back out. Braylon Thomas down with 6:15 remaining in the first half. First time we've seen man-to-man defense from Carlynton. And it's going to lead to an open look. Back iron, no good. 0 for 5 from downtown is Lombardo. He's going to tee up another one. This one's good, but he still was on the line.
Gotta love what Lucas Stanley there, holding his grounds, getting that offensive board, and then firing it outside for that 3.
Only a 2-foot was on the line, so still no threes for Lombardo, but does get one to go in from downtown. 4-point lead. It's the largest that Union has had today. Going to the lane here and getting tripped up was Milliner. Porter will pick up the personal foul, and 2 free throws coming for Austin Milliner now. 5th different player to go to the line for Carlynton. Just shows the athleticism of this team to get to the lane.
Yeah, they're doing a great job trying to split this defense, picking up fouls, going to the hoop. They've been very successful at the line here.
And as soon as you say that, first one well short from Milliner. I believe that's the second on Porter. Didn't see it flash up on the scoreboard to our right.
I missed that too.
5:35 remaining in the first half. He missed them both, you're right, but McClure gets the rebound. Extra possession coming for Carlynton. And they're going to try to take one from the top of the key. Nothing but net.
Well, if you miss your 2 free throws, try a 3. You might hit it.
So you're saying he was just too close when he's 15 feet away? Stanley down low, looking for Fisher through his hands. Tried to make the next pass before catching it first there, Tim.
Yeah, that's a tough turnover. You don't want to see that. He's seen the space between him and the basket, and he tried to turn before he made the catch.
Like looking a pass in as a receiver, sometimes trying to look upfield too quickly. So 1-point Union lead after the turnover. Splitting the top of the defense, little runner, beautiful play. Chase Jones found the little seam there, Tim.
I'll tell you, Jones has found his rhythm here. And Carlton with a 1-point lead.
Thomas now able to split the defenders. Get it to Lucas in the corner. Third 3 of the afternoon for Lucas Stanley. And again, Jones finds an avenue, goes to the hoop, blocked on the way up by Fisher, but still with possession. Now blocked from behind by Lombardo on the Devontae Dean putback attempt.
A nice play there by Lombardo. All ball knocking that out of bounds.
And I think we're going to get our first Pontius Insurance timeout called by Coach Stanley. Let's take a timeout as well for a word from our friends at Pontius Insurance.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Weiland, Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance and receive the personalized service you deserve.
So 2-point Union advantage here. About 5 minutes remaining in the first half.
It has been a tight game, and we've been talking about free throws all night long. And it's going to be important here to see how the last 4 minutes, 32 seconds, how Union can prevent Carlynton getting to the line, and then if they do get to the line, be able to convert. They've had some trouble here tonight.
Inbounds pass right to the foul line. That jumper from McClure is no good, but it's another offensive rebound for the Cougars.
Extra shots here for Carlynton.
Into the corner, 3-ball on the way, no good. It almost tapped in by Union. Another extra possession and knocked out of bounds by Taylor. Carlynton fans going crazy to our left, but the ball's just clean out. Mohawk leading 38-33 at the half of their consolation game. Quick moving game there in Bessemer. Quick shot off the inbound, and now we're going to get over the back against McClure. And that'll send Mark Stanley the other way for 1-and-1 free throws. That's the second on McClure. Or third on McClure, excuse me. And shouldn't that be 1-and-1?
Yeah. 1-and-1, exactly.
Yeah, it's the 9th foul. Now it's not an offensive foul, it's a loose ball foul. So that should be 1-and-1, yeah.
Well,
no,
they're
so
saying it's not an
Stanley said it was an offensive foul, or that's what they're telling Coach Stanley, excuse me. So offensive fouls.
You don't get the
So it must have been something with a clear out, not necessarily the going for the rebound. Matt Stanley looking for his first and beyond the arc, can't get it to go. Matt with just 2 points, but then Lucas is going to get a steal, gets it right up to Matt. Crossover dribble into the lane, and he's going to get fouled hard from behind by Ryan Lewis, his second foul, and a trip to the free throw line for Matt Stanley.
Big free throws coming up here for Matt. And he reads the first one short there, Tim. So he'll look to split the pair here. And the second one's going to roll around and find the hole there, Matt. James.
So he does finally get one. Again, this Union free throw shooting has been very rough, especially against Carlynton. It's been crazy how that's worked. How about the friendly roll there on the trifecta?
Chase Jones just has found his rhythm here tonight.
2-point shot, excuse me. So lead back to 1, and
we're gonna
mental mistake there from Taylor. He went to pass and tried to dribble it at the last second.
Yeah.
Turnovers are going to happen, Tim. Those are the ones that are tough pills to swallow.
What we're going to do is shake it off and move on to the next opportunity. Basketball's a game of runs. You got to be ready for each and every one of them. And there's Carlynton with nice quick hands.
They're going to have a reach-in foul against Mark Stanley, and this will be bonus free throws now for the first time for the Carlynton Cougars with 3:12 remaining in the first half. The first free throw is good here, ties it up. Milner was 0 for 2 from the line his first trip. Makes them both this time though. Ryan Lewis will check out with 2 fouls. Interesting though, Simon Shriver, he's got 3, Tim, and he's back on the court.
Interested to see if Union will go right at him.
Now, splitting through the defense is Stanley. His shot, though, left short. Kind of did as he went and split the top of the defense where Shriver was. Shriver with possession now in the corner. Tries to drive in. He's going to go right to the hoop. No call. Shriver comes down hard on his backside. Stanley trying to go with speed before Shriver can get up the court. Gets it over to Lucas. Thought about a 3. Brings it back out. Spin move. He'll take a little runner. Won't get it to go. 2:35 remaining in the first half. Milner left alone, can't do that.
He is filling it.
Largest lead of the night for Carlynton. Milner 8 points all here in the second quarter. Another Pontius Insurance timeout. Make sure you take the timeout to save money on your insurance with a local agent like Jessica Weiland, Tracy Giddings, or Dan Pontius. Give them a call. Except don't do it right now because Dan Pontius, I know, is out at Elwood City right now for the Laurel versus the Shannock semifinal game. So we're guaranteed one team to be at the Peterson Event Center. From that one alone, we could have many, many more. 2 others today that could potentially make it. You have Union girls and the Shannock boys on Monday that could make it, and Newcastle boys playing the semis on Tuesday that could make a trip to the Pete.
It's going to be a fun weekend, extended weekend into the early week. And it's going to be a great Friday, Saturday over in Pittsburgh.
Begins all on Thursday. Winner of this game here will be in that first game at 5 o'clock. So 4-point deficit for Union, largest that they have faced here in the semifinals. Over the top to Fisher. Back out into the corner. Lucas over to Braylon. Good skip pass to Lombardo. His quick trigger. Good.
Got it. That was a big 3 there by Peyton. They needed it. Something to answer that 4-point lead. Now it's a 1-point deficit.
His first of the night, his 62nd of the season. Another one. This one does not get the roll, though, from Chase Jones.
He's on the baseline, I think.
Last touch by Carlynton. Ball hit off the line. Jones getting into the lane at will. That one, though, couldn't get the friendly roll. Jones leads all scorers with 15. Austin Milner with 8 for Carlynton. Right now, Lucas Stanley with 11. Peyton Lombardo with 7. Matt, skip pass over to Thomas. He'll bring it all the way back to the near side. Lombardo has to sky up to get it. Matt pumps, drives in. He'll put one up high in the air. No good. Rebound from Fisher. Back, drop step, off the window and in.
Nice save by Fisher going underneath the basket, using his body to shield it to go up strong for this two.
Fisher, who just committed to Slippery Rock for football, making a nice post move here on the hardwood. So after getting down by 4, Union with 5 unanswered. Just over a minute remaining in the first half. Milner left open again, this time off the mark. Braylon Thomas flying up for the rebound. He's going to come with speed. Nice behind the back dribble. Trying to find some room. Gets to the foul line. Floater. Nice touch.
Thomas, nice body control there as he moves into the lane with that little runner. And we got our biggest little run of the game here for Union, 7 points.
35 seconds remaining in the first half. Ryan Lewis drives his way in. He may have gotten away with steps, not called. Gets the layup. Lombardo looks to answer. He almost got a friendly roll. Milner with the rebound. Into Jones, knocked away. Foul on the floor before the shot.
Going to be on Braylon Thomas with 14 seconds remaining.
It is on Thomas. That'll be his second. Thomas and Porter each with 2 free throws. It is still a 1-and-1 opportunity. Brought to you by our friends at Health in Motion. Back iron, no good. Rebound coming out for the Scotties. Thomas able to track it down with 10 seconds left as he crosses the timeline. Gives it over to Fisher. He drives in, puts it off the window, can't get it to go. 4 seconds left. Over to Jones in the corner. He's got the fire one up at the buzzer. And actually Thomas gets a chance at it. Oh, off the backboard. Wouldn't have counted anyway. We've played 16 minutes here at Montour. Your halftime score. Union 33, Carlynton 32. Back in a moment at lcsportsnet.com and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN. Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination. Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team and how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for homeowners and businesses in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting and related projects for the winter season. Call Joe today, 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. Sporting goods, custom apparel, embroidery, and more. The Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online. Zones. Call on Score Big Red Zone.
Hey Scotty fans, it's Mrs. Ryan
and Miss Felina here on behalf of the Union Area Education Association.
And we want to wish all of our Scotties good luck this season. Go Scotties!
It is our Castle Asphalt halftime show here at lcsportsnet.com and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. And a back and forth first half, a strong run for Union, a 7-0 run at the end, but Carlynton able to make a couple of free throws late to cut it back to a 1-point lead at the halftime break. Tim, no surprise here whatsoever on any of that.
No, not at all. I mean, we talked about it coming into the game that free throws could be the story of the game, and right now they're the story of the game as Carlton's been able to have a better shooting percentage to stay into this game. But neither team has gotten big runs. I think the biggest run we've had about 7 or 8 points either way throughout this game. And no one's had a lead bigger than about 4 or 5 in the game. So it has been a thing where each team gets about a 4 or 5 point run, and then the other school returns that. And it has been really, I think, coming into the second half, is going to see how Coach Stanley chooses to defend Chase Jones, who's just been on fire in the first half, and Austin Miller. Both of them having big game.
Do you have full scores added up over there, Tim?
I had Jones with 15.
That's what I got with 15 to
and
lead all
I
scores.
had Miller with 11.
Okay, I think that's where I was missing.
And then
I had Lewis with 4, Dean and Shriver with 2, and Jaden McClure 1 for 2 from the line.
Yeah.
So that should round up. That looks like that adds up in terms of the scoring.
And then for Union, of course, Lucas with 8, Matt with 6, Braylon with 6, Fisher with 4, Wynn with 2, and Lombardo with 13.
Now, Lombardo guy got 7. We'll confirm those numbers again.
20. I probably misread on my...
Yeah, so Stanley with 11, that's Lucas Stanley. Then Lombardo with 7, Braylon Thomas with 6, 4 for Fisher, 3 for Matt Stanley, and 2 for Jaden Wynn to lead the Union scoring.
There you go.
At the moment. There it all adds up. 33-32 your score at the halftime break. Let's take another break ourselves. We'll come back with the second half when we return at lcsportsnet.com and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
In need of a lawyer? Contact Medore Bonner Law, a boutique firm offering tailored legal services and over 120 years legal experience. County residents with strong family ties to the community, Jason Medore and Michael Bonner, established Medore Bonner Law to provide clients with legal expertise and personal attention. Guided by their professional staff, you can feel confident your rights will be protected. Call attorneys Jason Medore or Michael Bonner, or visit MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet, but more help injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and or all therapies necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Having a safe and healthy home is not something to play games with, especially if your home was built before 1978. You may be exposed to extremely harmful lead-based paint hazards. If you're concerned about lead in your home, don't roll the dice on your family's safety. LCAP's Healthy Homes Lead Hazard Reduction Program is here to help you win the battle. Your family's health and safety is the goal. Contact the Department of Healthy Homes today.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
Thanks to our friends at Castle Asphalt, proud sponsor of our halftime show. They've been in the paving and construction business for 15 years, using top-of-the-line equipment and resources, guaranteeing your job is done correctly and efficiently. Innovative methods combined with years of experience. Visit castleasphalt.com for your free estimate. Tim Continenza alongside. I'm James Dotson, running the cameras. Mr. Tyler Aaron for us, sky and high above us here at the top of Montour. Real quick, Tim, some keys to this second half.
I think really the key is going to be, can you get in the lanes and create some turnovers and get a run of about an extended run of 8 to 10 points here in the third quarter. Try to give yourself some breathing room and put the Cougars on the back of their heels.
With possession now, Union to start the second half. Real patient as they've been all game. Lucas Stanley to start the second half, unable to get that 3 to go. He's now 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. But a steal at midcourt. Caden Fisher's going to get the theft. Extra pass over Cam Taylor. His first look from downtown is off the mark. Body's flying, skying for the rebound, unable to grab it for Union. Carlynton coming the other way. It's going to be a foul in transition.
They're going to get Fisher.
They're going to say that's on the way up there, Tim, too. Oh, no, they will say it's on the floor. Okay.
Well, okay.
Second foul on Fisher. First foul of the second half. Almost losing his balance is Milliner as he goes and updates it. To the top of the key for Pete Gargis. Didn't see a lot of him in the first half. Pass down low is going to be deflected. Good hands to knock it away, Cam Taylor, and then saved out of bounds. You're right, Tim. A couple early Union steals. Lombardo. His pass well read and stolen as he tried to go corner to corner, but Milliner stepped in front of it. I got 7 turnovers for each team now. Give and go. Nifty behind the head pass, but he stepped on the line. McClure. Man, what a pass that was from Milliner, but it's going to go down as a turnover.
The vision was a great idea of going right back to the trailer, but he didn't have his feet in the correct position. And when he landed, he had the back foot on the baseline. And there's the turnover again here.
33-32 your score, just a minute into this third quarter.
Same score we had as halftime.
Matt Stanley only with 3 points in the first half. He's been a distributor today, mainly for him. Little brother Lucas now with 4 threes and 14 total points. He's the scorer right now.
Well, they're trying to take Matt away, and it's leaving Lucas an opportunity from behind the arc.
A 2-point shot here. We're going to have the ball knocked out of bounds by Devontae Dean as Lombardo's box out kept him from getting to it. Now we're going to the scorebook yet again. May have just gotten an official bench warning the way that the official was pointing towards the Carlynton bench there, Tim, maybe?
Yeah, I think they may be, because he wanted to foul for a clear out on that loose ball, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, could understand seeing that call, could understand it over the back call also potentially happening on that play. The official gave a no call. Union with Matt Stanley finally gets one to go. That's the first real open look he's had all night, Tim.
It really is. That's what he's been looking for. First time he's been left alone where they didn't have 2 players on him.
5:45 remaining in the third. Good pass down low. We're going to have a pushing foul against Fisher. That'll be his third with 5:46 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, that was just a situation where really there wasn't much else Fisher could do in that situation other than commit that foul. So he'll come to the sidelines, and Porter will check in.
Tough time getting an inbound, and as Milliner finally does. Able to re-corral is Ryan Lewis, his wild shot, but they're going to say Porter, who just checked in, will pick up his third.
Yeah, he got him on the arm as he's coming across the lane on that wild shot. Bails him out, and we'll put him at the line shooting 2.
First trip to the line for Ryan Lewis on the night. High arcer does not go in. 9 of 14 now from the line is Carlynton on the afternoon. Union, 50%. They're 5 of 10. Oh for 2, both free throws. Though flying in and actually getting a tip on it was Lewis, who missed the free throw. And Milliner grabs the rebound. Slash into the hole again is Chase Jones. Why not? Extends his game high now with 17 points. Taylor and Stanley in the backcourt. Finally get it across the timeline to Thomas. He sees an opening. He goes to the hoop. It's knocked away from him. He gets it right back, though. He's going to go right at it again with authority. Blocking foul call. Can't get the shot to go as Gargis slid in at the last second.
Gargis will pick up that foul, but they'll put Braylon at the line. Braylon has had a tough time at the line. He's only, 2 of 6 from the line, right?
205. This will be his 6th attempt here, but it does go in. Now with 7 points for Braylon Thomas. Lead back up to 6. That was the second foul against Garges. He will go to the bench. Talk with Coach Trombetta over on the sideline. Both freebies are good. And now it looks like Braylon Thompson is going to go full face guard right now against Austin Milliner. Able to get some space, pass off to Lewis in the corner, pass across the lane, and it's going to go out of bounds.
I think. Oh.
It didn't hit Lewis while he was out of bounds?
I thought it hit his head when he was out of bounds, but they're going to keep it with the Cougars.
So either he was in bounds or he is a magician like the Matrix out there. Call him Keanu Reeves. McClure with the inbounds. He goes right to the hoop, but can't get it to go. And Braylon Thomas will rip down the rebound. Looked like an easy look, but McClure couldn't get it to go in. And now Thomas misses the shot. He's going to go and fight for the loose ball. And now finally, as we're in a pile like it's a football scrum.
It was a football. As you had 3 players going for that loose ball.
Hell ball will go with possession to Carlynton. And coming up, the worst out of it was Austin Milliner. I think he ended up banging heads with one of the players. Either Braylon Thomas or it was Peyton Lombardo, who was also diving on the pile. 4:45 remaining in quarter number 3. Jones hands off to Milliner. He gets into the lane, jump stop, pass across the lane, is going to be stolen away by Thomas. Thomas hesitates, looks for some help. His pass down low, gets deflected, almost goes into the hoop, but ends up being stolen away by Chase Jones. He goes with speed the other way, and going with the reach in. Lombardo thought he had it clean, but went across the arm to get it. So 2 free throws coming for Carlynton's Chase Jones.
Yeah, Chase has been their spark plug here tonight. Every time Union has put a run together, they find a way to get to Jones, and he seems to either be able to come through or get to the line with every couple shots.
First free throw up and good for Jones. Now with 18, as Elijah Booker is going to check in. Braylon Thomas will take a seat. Winner takes on either Imani Christian or Guyville Catholic. Still looking for a score update on that one. Both freebies are good. Jones now with 19. Lead back down to 5. Booker and Stanley in the backcourt. Working against this 3-2 zone. You've seen Carlynton in it for most of the night, and they're going to get a steal, nearly a steal, out of bounds, as Booker went and tried to save it, but it went out of bounds last touched by McClure before Booker could get his hand on it. And we'll see Mark Stanley check back in as well now, just to get some more minutes for the big man.
Yeah, that's a huge bonus here for Union to get Mark back late in the season. Didn't happen until the playoffs, but he's been waiting for this opportunity.
He's going to get the ball at the foul line. Kicks it back out, Lombardo, corner 3, in and out, no good. Pass into the lane, shot altered by Mark defensively, and he's going to
rebound by Mark.
How about that? Going to limbo.
One Stanley to another, Stanley to the third. Oh!
No good. Second chance ever. This time it's Taylor who knocks one down for me on the arc.
There you go.
Eight-point advantage. And a whistle and a block foul on the floor against Cam Taylor. Go back to that rebound by Mark Stanley over there, though. I'll be honest, I don't know how that rule is. He kept both feet stationary. He used the hand to prop him on the ground and then came right back up without moving the feet. I think that's a legal play, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you said, he never shuffled nothing, so.
Three-pointer,
quick
no
rebound
good.
Again here
yeah,
by Lombardo.
As Milner misses. Lombardo getting up there for the rebounds tonight, being an extra force down on the block. Mark Stanley at the foul line. His twin Matt running the point. It goes to Mark. Pass coming to the near side, going for the corner for Lucas. Falls out of bounds. Love the way these players just diving all over the court, Tim, going for these loose balls.
Everything they got. They realize what's at stake here. Every possession as this game continues to get shorter, it's going to become bigger and bigger. And with an 8-point lead here for Union, if you're Carlynton, you got to be concerned about this becoming double digits.
And the respect between the teams, too. The fourth Stanley brother, assistant coach Anthony Stanley, was the first one to pick Milner up after his diving effort. Matt Stanley looking for one from deep, no good. Lucas gets the offensive rebound. He's fighting through. Traffic partially blocked on his shot up. 3 minutes remaining in the third. In transition, that pass going to be deflected out of bounds. It will stay with the Cougars. 2:50 remaining now in the third. Austin Milner taking his time to get to the baseline on the inbound. You're going to see some gassed bodies by the end of this one. Everybody giving it all here this afternoon. Tough shot for Jones in the lane. No good on the shot. And Mark Stanley's going to get the rebound and get pushed from behind. That'll be the second team foul against Carlynton. In this second half, it goes against Devontae Dean. That should be his second.
Give Penn Ohio Bottled Water a call for your free delivery of 3 to 5 gallon water cooler system and get a case of bottled water delivered to your home or work. Call Penn Ohio Bottled Water for your home or business bottled water delivery ranging from 16.9 bottles to 5 gallons. Let us do the lifting and refresh the refreshing water to your door.
Thank you to Sean Wren tuning in. 65-46 is the score. Imani leading Geibel at the end of 3 in that one. Winner of this game will take on the winner of that Imani Christian Geibel Catholic game. Laurel right now leading the Shannock 48-36. Here at Montour, it's 44-36 in favor of Union.
And that out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by the Crane Room. Call ahead and reserve a seat after the game or place an order to take out and pick up dinner, homemade desserts, even a crowd to go. Give them a call at 724-656-1553.
If you haven't had some of those homemade desserts, trust me, those cheesecakes or the butter cake is one. Doesn't sound good when you just say it, but I promise you, it's worth going for. Pass over the top to get it to Taylor. Extra one to Lombardo. Quick trigger off the mark. He's 1 of 7 tonight from beyond the arc. And again, Mark Stanley, this time on the floor, feels like he's going for the fumble, like it's back in football season again.
I say that or being a catcher, always going after the loose ball.
Mark expected to be one of the frequent players on the mound for the 2-time defending district champion Union Scotties baseball team. Matt, nice spin move, gets the screen from Lucas and gets the floater. He's got 8. First time we've had a double-digit lead, comes at 46-36 with 2:15 remaining. Lawrence County faithful getting to their feet, trying to amp up the defense. Long shot, long rebound, and it's going to be 3 players all grabbing it at the same time between Taylor and Mark Stanley and Devontae Dean of Carlynton.
They'll stay with the Cougars on the arrow with 2:01 remaining here in the third.
Milner now 2 of 7 from beyond the arc. His Cougars down by 10. Spin move, McClure trying to go on the baseline drive, and we're going to have a whistle and a reach in against Mark Stanley as he got the arm. And that right there is, I think, a foul on Mark Stanley because he hasn't played in 2 months and just a split second slow of what he wants to do.
Yeah, it's just a matter of getting caught up to game speed, and that's exactly what I think that was.
That's the 6th foul against Union, though, so rest of the way, any foul against the Scotties means free throws are coming for Carlynton. Put back attempt and an and one. Ryan Lewis goes up strong, follows his shot, and gets a chance at that 3-point play as, again, it's Mark Stanley on the personal. 3rd on Mark. And a high arcing free throw goes. 7 points now for Ryan Lewis off the bench. Last 100 seconds here in the third quarter is going to be pivotal for both of these teams, Tim.
Yeah, this is where you either build a lead or lose the lead.
Stanley catching fire, can't get it to go. Good box out by Milner to get the rebound.
Nice hands there by Matt.
And Matt reads the pass. He's going to go with speed to the hoop. Left-handed layup too strong. And then a reach-in foul in the backcourt against Lucas is going to send players the other way for a 1-and-1. Your health and motion bonus free throw line already. And Carlynton's been pretty successful at the line here today.
Yeah, this is where Carlynton could really cut into and lead.
Carlynton just got teed up.
Yeah, one of the coaches came off the bench.
They had a bench warning already about it, and a coach came up. He got off the bench and said, I know you're just giving a signal to your team, but you've been given that warning. That's what the official just told him.
So they shoot the technicals first, correct?
I think that's what they're conferring right now is the order to make sure they get this correct. I believe, yes, it is.
And then you get the foul, and then
because the play will continue.
Right.
Or no, they're going to go the other way.
They're going to do the foul first.
Because the foul first, okay.
And then the technicals after the foul, okay.
So the foul sends Austin Milner to the line to shoot
his.
It's a 1-and-1.
1-and-1 because it's trying to complete a three-point play.
And that's what they're going to make sure.
Yeah.
It is still 1-and-1.
Right. He gets one shot. Yeah, this is just the bonus shot for the foul that he made.
And now the other question too is because that was a bench technical. Does that restrict Trombetta to being the bench the rest of the game?
One of the bench coaches might have to leave.
Yeah, the bench coaches went down. That's what Trombetta's saying.
Yeah.
So this is a 1-and-1. So he does get the bonus.
They're going to give him a second one.
As you should, because he made it.
Right. Get them both.
Milner now with 10. Pair of threes and 4 of 6 from the line. Now Matt Stanley to shoot at the other end. Makes the first. And makes the second. So now Matt Stanley with 10 points. And after the technical foul, that means it's Union basketball automatically as well. So Coach Trombetta is relegated to the bench. Feels like it's the early 2000s again, Tim.
Yeah, it does. But they weren't even allowed to stand up.
I think Coach Stanley had told us that before. If we had the stand-up rules back then, he would have gotten teed up a lot more himself. 20 years ago is when the Scotties were WPIAL champions. They celebrated that anniversary on senior night. Now it's a question of whether they can get there 20 years later with back-to-back trips to the Pete. Matt Stanley's trying to do it himself. He's now got 12-9 here in the second half. Chase Jones, closely guarded by Taylor, knocked away. Thomas got the fingertip on it. 2-on-1, foul line, fake on the shot. Shot no good from behind, but Lucas Stanley gets the put back, and his hangs on the rim and goes.
The English falls in there.
Timeout, Carlynton. 52-41, Scotties' largest lead of the evening. 21 seconds remaining in the first half. Tim, coming up after the game, we have to come up with a Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game nominee. We got a few different options to work with, but the way this game has been up and down, I have a feeling we may not have seen it yet.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. I think you're right. We got to go down to the last moment for that Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. A great play usually involves teamwork, and one of the main advantages of Maley Chiropractic has the team aspect of 3 doctors, Dr. Maley, Dr. Arvio, and Dr. Browser, all learn from each other with new tips and tricks to help keep you feeling your best.
Winner of this one takes on likely Amani Christian. They're leading by 19 at the end of the third quarter. That game is the first of the 12 at the Peterson Events Center. All those games video streamed live for free on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Gives us a chance, I got to remind you that this game and the broadcast rights to this game are the sole exclusive property of the WPIAL and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Any broadcast of this game is intended exclusively for the benefit of the viewing and listening audience, and the use, rebroadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent from the WPIAL and Trib Total Media is strictly prohibited.
You know you have a second career as a voiceover person.
Better that than the auctioneer, I'll say that much. There's a quick look at the brackets before we come back into play here with 22 seconds remaining as Carlynton will inbound, facing the 11-point deficit, the largest of the evening for either team. Into the corner with 10 seconds remaining. Shot on the way, short, missed everything. Stolen away on the rebound. Either Taylor or Stanley got the hand on it first. Now Matt, the reverse layup in transition. Throw that one up there for a Play of the Day nominee. Right at the buzzer, maybe a 5-point swing. 13-point Union Edge. Back with the fourth quarter when we return on the Lawrence County SportsNet and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Are you looking to make a difference? Well, here is your opportunity. Lawrence County Child and Youth Services is looking for compassionate foster parents now. If you are over the age of 21, in good health, and wanting to help a child in need, we're in need of you. Receive free training and compensation by becoming a foster parent. Call 724-658-2558 and let Bill, Brooklyn, and Heather get you started. Make a difference and become a foster parent today.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
Thank all of our fantastic sponsors, all they do for us all year round. Here at lcsportsnet.com. Scotties, largest lead of the night comes to start quarter number 4, 54-41. But you know Carlynton's not going anywhere anytime soon.
No, they're not. They got too much pride. They know what they're up against. Biggest lead of the game here for Union. They get to start with the ball here in the fourth quarter. So we'll see how they handle it.
Delay before we start the fourth quarter as they're announcing the 50-50. Now it looks like we're ready to go. Union outscored Carlynton 21-9 in the third quarter. 21 is impressive. Holding this Carlynton team to 9, though, I think even more impressive. Stanley keeps on fire, and why not? Have a tournament, Lucas Stanley. 7 threes in the first round, or the quarterfinal round officially. Now 5 here today, and another steal. Union forcing the turnovers and getting right back. Now the officials letting them play as Jones goes to the hoop with the Euro step. He's got 21. Stanley double teamed in front of his own bench, and they're going to get a timeout.
Great timeout there.
We're going to take a quick timeout here as well with 7:17 remaining. Back in a moment at the Lawrence County SportsNet and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
All right, as we get ready for fourth quarter, 56-43 lead. We're just coming out of this timeout with Ponch's timeout. Make sure to take the timeout to save money on your insurance. Give agents Dan Ponch's, Jessica Wheeler, and Tracy Dean a call today. And start the process of saving money at Ponch'sInsurance.com. And here comes. All right, after that full timeout, here we go. Get back to the action. We get it into Matt Stanley.
And you can see the traps coming with a quickness now, but when that happens, you leave Lombardo open. Only his second of the night, but you know he's going to keep shooting. Union has so many shooters, and that's all they do. They just don't stop shooting the basketball, Tim.
That is the key. Nice spin move.
Tried to go with the left-handed shot with some spin on it. Couldn't get it to go. Hanging up for the second chance effort, no good. Third chance effort, no good.
The ball won't fall here for Carlton.
But they still keep getting extra chances. Oh my goodness, saving out of bounds was Lewis, and then blocked from behind as going up to the hoop was Devontae Dean, who almost landed on Lucas Stanley, was down at the court. Ball's not going in, but if you're Coach Mark Stanley, you gotta be saying too many second, third, fourth. I mean the fifth chance opportunity.
Yeah.
Wow. Called it on Lombardo for his second, team's ninth. This is a two-shot foul though on the way, and it rattles in and out for Dean.
Yeah.
Dean does have 2 points, but it's all from the free throw line. .6:42 remaining, a trip to the Peterson Event Center on the line.
Missed the ball.
Again a volleyball, and again Carlynton in extra possession, and they're going to say Taylor got him on the arm.
Yeah.
But now it's double bonus for the final 6:39 of the game.
So your bonus free throws are brought to you by Health in Motion Physical Therapy. Your next generation of physical therapy is here. Health in Motion is the only PT clinic in Lawrence County that uses newly stimulated technology. Get better faster with Health in Motion. Reduce your time on the sidelines up to 70%. Visit Health in Motion and Newcastle on Facebook for more information.
First free throw, no good. Second one on the way. Does find its way down, so he splits the pair. We're going to have to check our numbers here in a moment as we're going to have a 30-second Pontius Insurance timeout. I believe that last three from Lombardo may have only been a 2 because they only put up to 59 on the board. So 59-44 is your score. We'll confirm those numbers in a minute with this Pontius Insurance timeout. 6:39 remaining. Tim, you got to play tough defense still, but you got to avoid the fouls. You can't afford to let Carlynton put points on the board with the clock stopped if you're Union.
That's what happened the last 2 times. The last time these two teams met is Union had a lead, and then Carlton was able to cut into it in the fourth quarter by getting to the line. And they shot well here tonight. So that's something that I think Coach Stanley is talking about during this timeout break and trying to enthuse his players to play good defense, but don't let them get easy shots off that you're getting arms and causing them opportunities to get free throws.
Now full court pressure coming from Carlynton. First time they've extended it to the full court. To midcourt, it's going to be knocked away from behind against, as Chase Jones hit the arm of Fisher. It's only the 4th foul against Carlynton, and I can't help on the point totals because I have 1.2 few already on the board. So I'm probably missing a 2, and Lombardo was also a 2. That's what I'm going to assume. Stanley in the backcourt, gets in the front court, gets around 1, gets around 2, around 3, swings it over for Lucas Stanley, 3!
Stanley, it is Stanley.
That's 6 for the sophomore. He's got now 13 threes in the playoffs. Tim, he had 30 all regular season.
Hitting up at the right time.
Trying to answer is Chase Jones, his step back off the mark.
Big rebound by Fisher.
He skied up there, didn't he?
Yeah, but prevented any extra shots and extra opportunities there for Carlynton.
Cam Taylor says, I want one.
He got it. His second 3.
It was an hour-long drive for the Scotty faithful. It was about a 15-minute drive for the Carlynton fans, but right now, all you hear is the blue and white on the far sideline. Devontae Dean trying to change that. Quiets the Covelli Crazies momentarily. 5:30 remaining. Union still up by 19, 65-46. Lombardo blocked in the corner and saving it. Doesn't go out of bounds, so he tried to throw it back off of Lombardo. Great play by Milliner, but Lombardo able to keep it alive. Cam Taylor playing a little keep away now. 5 minutes remaining, a 19-point lead. They're willing to run clock. Well, not if Lucas Stanley's got it.
Yeah, why not? That's 7 threes.
He had 7 in the first round as well.
There's another block by Lucas.
Pull up from 3. He's going to go to the hoop and almost get an and one. Lucas Stanley is having himself a playoffs to remember.
He is making a huge push for tonight's Player of the Game for the LCAP Player of the Game award.
And I got to tell a story here real quick as he goes to the free throw line. So right before senior night, I think it was the day of senior night, they had a special ceremony at the school, did Union. Because what they did, he and another student, Andrew Cartwright, they said if the Union YouTube page got up to 1,000 viewers, they would both shave their heads. They got to 1,000 viewers, then they turned it into a fundraiser for Minithon. Everybody paid $1 to be the one to shave his head. It was a great fundraiser. Guess what? Yeah, so nothing's on right now, right? Yeah, that's well, it should be, because there should be nothing on it. All right. If you can hear us, ladies and gentlemen, we just had a power outage here. All of a sudden, all the lights, all the breakers, everything just went completely dark here at Union High School. All right, excuse me, at Montour High School for the Union versus Carlynton game. Lucas Stanley just hit a couple of free throws. He's now got 7 threes, 4 for 4 from the line, 27 points for the sophomore. This is incredible.
It has been an amazing performance here by Lucas, and in the second half here by Union in general, as they led only by 1 point, and after the first quarter, and they led only 1 at halftime, 33-32. But since then, they went on a 21-9 scoring over Carlynton in the third quarter, and they continue to build it in the fourth quarter. At one point, had a 21-point lead.
Let's see if we can make this work, Tim. There we are. So you get to see us for a while they attend to the light situation here. We're just going to be straight on in this way. This was a this is a new one for us. We've had a few different scenarios over the years. We've had power get shut off on us over the course of the game for various reasons, like during a post game. But this is a new one that we're off the air, or we're on the air, but we've lost power. The internet here had gone down. We had our backup internet. We were able to switch on real quick. But what can you say though about the way that this second half, especially the start of this fourth quarter, has gone? It has really been just the shooting from the outside that Union has really come alive. I mean, you look at what Lucas has done here in the second half. You add what Lombardo has added, and then some of the others who have contributed here from the outside. It's just been an amazing run here for them. As what they, Cam Taylor had 2 threes here in the second half. Lombardo has 2. And then you look at Lucas and what he's achieved, and Matt actually has heated up on the outside too. So, I mean, it's a combination of just once they got comfortable and found their shooting arc, it's just been lights out here. Literally, I was gonna make that joke, but you beat me to it, Tim. It is lights out here because they are shooting unofficially 12 of 28 from beyond the arc. It's Union, and I mean, first round. Our unofficial numbers had them at 19 of 38, exactly 50%. You know what we're going to do? We're going to blame the guys in the background right now. We're going to blame the Trib guys coming in for game number 2, Paul Patera, Jaron Steele. They'll have the 2 o'clock tip-off here. Well, I have a feeling it's not going to be a 2 o'clock tip-off here anymore until they can figure out the reason for this power outage. Yeah. Everyone's calm. They're having some fun in the stands. Originally, they all had their cell phones out, waving it like in a concert type scenario. Had their candles out on their phones, but not necessarily what's going on now. Hopefully, the people in charge will figure out exactly what transpired and be able to get the lights back on. Luckily, we are actually at the top part of the gymnasium, so we have the sunlight coming through the windows behind us, or we would be in darkness with the rest of the crowd. Yeah, you know what though? We get our flashlights out going as well. Exactly, so. We have done that before. Yes, it would not be the first time. 70-46. We'll have many more lights out puns. We're going to step aside for a moment, come back in a few minutes, and we'll see if we can hopefully get this game back underway at Montour High School. WPIAL 1A quarterfinal action, Union in control here at lcsportsnet.com and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination. For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has trips of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapies necessary, from the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
In need of a lawyer? Contact Medore Bonner Law, a boutique firm offering tailored legal services and over 120 years legal experience. County residents with strong family ties to the community, Jason Medore and Michael Bonner, established Medore Bonner Law to provide clients with legal expertise and personal attention. Guided by their professional staff, you can feel confident your rights will be protected. Call attorneys Jason Medore or Michael Bonner, or visit MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
That was awesome.
Having a safe and healthy home is not something to play games with, especially if your home was built before 1978. You may be exposed to extremely harmful lead-based paint hazards. If you're concerned about lead in your home, don't roll the dice on your family's safety. LCAP's Healthy Homes Lead Hazard Reduction Program is here to help you win the battle. Your family's health and safety is the goal. Contact the Department of Healthy Homes today.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. All high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapies necessary, from the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. When injuries get you sidelined, don't trust just anyone to get you back on the field. Visit Health in Motion Physical Therapy in Shenango Township. They want to get you back to the top of your game as quickly as possible with certified orthopedic and manual therapies. At Health in Motion, you receive quality one-on-one time with a board-certified physical therapist. Get the next generation of physical therapy to help in your recovery. Health in Motion is the first PT clinic in Western Pennsylvania to use the Nuvie, the neurobioelectric stimulator, in their therapies. Their technologies can reduce your time on the sideline from 3 or 4 weeks to just 3 or 4 days. Don't wait for months to see improvement. Notice a difference after your first visit to Health in Motion, keeping you moving.
In workers' compensation, my clients are oftentimes not receiving their wage loss. They're not receiving their medical expenses. LGKG, they come to us so that we can put them in a position to pay their bills. If we're keeping our promises, our clients are getting the justice they deserve.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAP Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
So we're back here. This should be, yeah, our only mic is right in front of us. Don't have the camera at the moment. We'll get that.
Are they still playing the two? They're still going to hope to get the games in?
That's what it sounds like. So the update we just got, there was apparently an accident down the road that involved something hitting a power line, Tim, and that means that we are out of power. The power company, they just called and said it will be at least 30 minutes before they can get anything restored. And so the teams have gone to their respective locker rooms at this point.
Not much else you can do. I mean, it's out of the WPIAL and Montour High School's control here. It's in the control of the power company, and once it gets restored, they'll give the players an opportunity to warm back up, and we'll finish this game. And game 2 that's scheduled here will be started afterwards, so there's going to be a delay on that one too.
Of course there is, because why wouldn't there be?
That's the way it works, isn't it?
It really is.
Expect anything less.
There we go. Now we got us in there with the backlighting. So again, if you're just joining us with about 5 minutes remaining, we're going to get the exact time here in a moment. About 5 minutes remaining, though, we had a immediate power outage. The entire power in the building has completely gone out with, I don't know, 1,000 fans here in attendance. Apparently something down the road blew a transformer. They're expecting at least a 30-minute delay. So we're going to try to get you a little blank screen here, and we'll try to keep you updated as we go. But we will be returning soon here with a 70-46 Union lead. We'll be back shortly, hopefully, to try to keep you updated here at lcsportsnet.com, the Trib Live High School Sports Network. And we're back here at Montour High School as we had a 25-minute power outage. Reports are it was from a accident just down the road. But kudos to all the power company getting back out here in a hurry to get this all situated. So 4:39 is what they had on the clock. 70-46 is your score as teams are back out here. We're going to get about 5 to 10 minute warm up back out here and seeing exactly how this is going to play out. But you got to make the joke again, Tim. Union literally shot lights out here today.
Lucas Stanley shot the lights out here tonight. And he had 7 threes before the power outage. As he has had a high score here tonight. 4:39 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Once the game resumes, both teams on the court, warming up. It was an interesting experience to see the lights go out. And you got to give the fans credit. The biggest cheer goes to the electric company.
Yes.
For getting the lights back on. It was a huge cheer here in the gymnasium for that response, and it's going to be interesting now. Well, let's just talk about this scenario. You're up 70-46, and you have this 30-minute break. This one, you go back to your locker room. You're talking about, not only how successful you are and this and that, and cooling down, but you got to get right back up. And you want to do what you finished the job that you came here to do. Flip the switch. Carlton, your head coach, you're down 70-46. 4:39 remaining in the fourth quarter, and you have a 30-minute time to kind of gather your thoughts, get your team together one more time, and maybe change directions of what you have done here in the second half. In the first half, you only trailed by 1 point.
That's Tim Continenza. I'm James Dodson. Give a shout out to Tyler Aaron running our tech stuff today, running the camera, running the producing end of things, trying to make sure that we are all up and on the air here as well. And actually, I'll bet I know what's going on. Try something here real quick. It's exactly what it is, because we're not talking through our mics.
That's why.
There, let's see if that sounds a little bit better.
That might help a little bit.
That's why Tim Continenza sounds so distant.
Yeah,
but
well.
27 points for Lucas Stanley, as you mentioned. Matt Stanley with 12. The number that just baffles me for Lucas, he hit 33 pointers, 30 on the year. He made 7 in the quarterfinals and 7 here in the semifinals. And there's still 4:39 remaining to work with. It's just incredible what he's done.
Yeah.
Shooters shoot, and as a whole, 12 of 28 from beyond the arc unofficially is what Union is.
Yeah, it took 22 games to get 30 three-pointers in for him for the season. He has 14 in 2 games.
That is absolutely incredible.
A shocking number. I mean, it really is an incredible scenario. But like I said, it's going to be a scenario here for Carlton. I mean, they've had over a 30-minute delay, trailing this huge amount that they haven't been behind really probably in a very long time. 70-46 to a rival like Union. And what do you do if you're Coach Trombetta talking about what you want to do to get your team ready for this final 4 minutes, 39 seconds?
Yeah, that is a good question. How do you have this team back motivated after having to deal with that too? I think it's an unfortunate thing, but you have to say it because it's a scenario of Union just went on a huge run. A couple of big threes. Lombardo hit his second 3. Stanley hits back-to-back. He's got 3 in the fourth quarter alone. Now, Matt drives in, gets a couple of shots, and then literally the lights go out in the stadium. Now you got to go and regroup and refocus, because if it's me, what I'm saying, if I'm Coach Trombetta, we only have a scoreboard on the one side. Check that out.
Yeah, it's flashing, but that just went back out. I think they'll just use the one.
Yeah, let's just get this game over with, hopefully. But if I'm Coach Trombetta, what I'm saying, though, is that, look, even if this is what ends up happening, that we don't come back and win this game, this is the momentum we need for the consolation game. Yes, consolation games are back in the WPIAL. So with that in mind, I think you got to say, hey, let's just play our best, It's like a 0-0 game is how we have to treat this game the rest of the way and get set up. So after 25 minutes without the power, it's about a 33-minute total delay. We're back to the action and almost another steal for the Scotties, and it's going to go into the backcourt. It was, well, thought it could have been over and back, but no one had possession, says the officials, so possession and play will still continue. Big swat, Caden Fisher.
Caden Fisher going up high there, protecting the rim.
4:15 now on the clock, back to gameplay action, working around the perimeter. Skip pass, Matt's going to steal away from Cam. He drives in, back up to Cam Taylor. It's milking clock, they're going to try to milk as much of this time, except Lucas Stanley says no thank you. In and out on his three-pointer. Makes it 12 of 29, and that's the one thing that Coach Stanley doesn't want, the clock to stop.
Yeah. That'll be...
Lombardo got his third, and that should be a two-shot foul.
Exactly, like I said, a double bonus. So a Health in Motion bonus free throws coming our way.
Okay, thanks to our friends at Health in Motion. Make sure we sound all right here. 2 free throws going to be coming for Austin Milliner. Didn't get a chance to add up the free throws, but Carlynton is doing a great job, Tim, as they've done all year, getting to the free throw line.
That was part of their game plan, I'm sure, tonight. What they didn't really wanted to see did happen is the hot shooting from outside that the Scotties have done throughout the second half.
He makes them both. 16 of 25 from the line right now is Carlynton. Pressure in the backcourt. Stanley able to get across the timeline. He'll bring it back out. Again, I think Union's just going to try to run as much clock right now as they can. Two-man game between Lucas and Matt. Skip pass looking for Lucas. Skying up to grab it before Pete Georges can come all over in to help defense. 3:20 remaining after the 35-minute delay, approximately.
Playing keep away, there's the empty shot.
And that's what happens. Peyton Lombardo left alone on the back door. Timeout called by Carlynton, 72-48. Only one Pontius Insurance timeout remaining for the Cougars. Let's give another shout out to our friends at the Red Zone for all that they do for us, including working to get us our Manly Chiropractic Play of the Game and our LCAP Player of the Game t-shirts we'll be handing out at the end of the game. The Red Zone is voted best of the best in Lawrence County for uniform supply and silk screening. And remember, Spirit Sales can help raise big money for your organization. Just fill out a form, and the Red Zone does the rest. 72-48 your score here at lcsportsnet.com.
Union just got to really continue to do what they're doing. Every time they get the ball, just run the 4 corners, run their offense, see if they can find a back door. If it's available, you take it. And otherwise, you just try to continue to work the clock.
Just one timeout remaining. Union trying to make it back-to-back years to the Peterson Event Center. It's, again, the 20-year anniversary of their magical run as the double-digit seed, making it all the way to the championship, winning the championship, and then a couple of miraculous wins on the state tournament as well to get out to Hershey. They're 3:05 away from their third trip to the Pete in the last 6 years. 2 more free throws from Austin Milliner. These are going to be number 11 and 12 taken by him.
Yeah, Milner has actually had a really fine game. Being able to slash into the lane and picking up some fouls, getting to the line, and getting some extra shots here for Carlynton.
First free throw is up and good. How about this? All the times he's gotten to the lane and gotten to the free throw line, he does not have a 2-point field goal. He's got 2 threes, and now I have him at 7 of 11 from the line. Makes both. 18 of 27 from the line. Carlynton now with 50 on the board. Skip pass to Taylor. Union just trying to waste time. Matt Stanley splits through 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't get the shot to go, though. 2:40 remaining. Clock to our right, still not working. It's trying to flick its way back on. Step back three for Chase Jones, misses everything out of bounds.
So Union again now Hawk. Will face pressure in the backcourt. And they're going to force a turnover.
Yeah, you didn't see a lot of this pressure until basically right before the power went out from Carlynton, but they normally go that little three-quarter, half-court trapping pressure, but when they've amped up the pressure, they've gotten a couple steals out of it. Creating some space on the baseline. Chase Jones, can't forget about him. That's his first points since the power outage, but he's now got 23 on the afternoon. That's team foul number 6 against Carlynton with 2:14 remaining. Hey, both scoreboards up and running again.
Yeah, it went back down. It's still flashing.
I just looked at the right time.
It's trying. They continue to move the ball, and they lost control.
Pete Gurgis is going to end up picking it up after it was knocked away by Devontae Dean, and he's going to get the layup, and that's going to be the final timeout taken with 1:54 remaining by Carlynton. So they can't stop the clock at all the rest of the way with 1:54 on the clock. It's all but over in terms of who's going to advance in this game, but again, I think this means big-time things for Carlynton in terms of getting themselves ready for their consolation game. We expect against Guy, but we've not heard an official final yet, but Imani was leading that by 19 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and this is where you're doing your coaching. You're working your schemes, you're working your plays. You want to make sure that they get to the level that they want to achieve. I mean, this is about finishing strong tonight and holding your heads up high because you've had a great season. The season's not over. They're going to qualify for the state tournament too, correct?
Yes, they have qualified for the state tournament already. That the top 5 in Class 1A is who make it to the tournament. So the consolation brackets basically just need to get a 4-team tournament going on of the quarterfinals losers, and the winner of all those are the ones who represent the District 7 as the 5th place team. So with 1:54 remaining, here's a question. If they don't get that clock fixed for the second game, what are they going to do? Avonworth against Shadyside Academy is the game that will be coming up on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Make sure you flip on over to them. That was a scheduled 2 o'clock start. Seeing as that's 3 minutes from now, I have a feeling that's not going to happen.
I think as long as they have the one, they'll be fine. That's the thing, and they can keep the score at the table and the clock at the table. So, and the officials can always keep track themselves. Kind of old school, but it can be done.
Matt Stanley to the line, makes the first. He's 5 for 5 from the line. I got the Scotties at 13 for 17 from the charity stripe tonight, Tim. That's definitely the best free throw shooting that we've seen from them in their 3 games against Carlynton.
No question about it. That's what they needed here tonight. And now they're going to head to the line for some bonus free throws with Matt Stanley.
Yeah, another 1-and-1 coming for Matt Stanley.
Your health and motion bonus free throw.
That's the 5th against Pete Gurgis. He will foul out with 1:40 remaining, a 20-point Union lead. Scotties made it to the Pete last year. They only lost 1 senior from that team. It was a role player coming off the bench, probably the 8th or 9th in the rotation. So they knew that they had a great chance of making this return trip. And honestly, Tim, they've done it almost the entirety of the season without their number 2 scorer and number 1 rebounder from last year in Mark Stanley.
That's an amazing thing. They just got him back during this playoff run. And it's been an amazing story that how they've overcome some injuries and what they wanted to achieve this year, and the story's not done. This Union Scotty team has a lot to achieve.
Chase Jones, he's had plenty of achievement here today. 25 points.
He's done a terrific job here for the Cougars.
Down to a minute, 20 remaining. Matt gives it to Lucas. He'll skip it over to Cam. And it's playing keep away. Matt trying to break through a double team. Good job to do so, actually. How about that?
Yeah.
I mean, he's just trapped, and all of a sudden he's not.
And he'll go to the line shooting more bonus free throws here for help with motion bonus free throws.
He is the school's all-time leading scorer, and oh my goodness, I hope we caught that on camera. So, Matt to shoot his first free throw, puts it in. There was an open spot in the lane that needed to be filled by a Carlynton player. Lucas went running in like it was supposed to be him, realized his mistake. Matt just turns and looks at him and gives him the older brother look. Oh, was that pretty. Matt makes them both again. I got him at 9 of 9 from the line now, Tim. That sound about right?
Yeah.
Less than a minute to play as it's knocked out of bounds. Union did get a hand on it as it went out. Scotties will take on, again, waiting official confirmation, but it should be the Imani Christian Saints. And it's basically the matchup we've been expecting right from the get-go.
Be 1 versus 2.
It'll be the 3rd straight season, actually, that Union has played against Imani in the playoffs. 2 years ago, it was a game that Imani, as the 4 seed, should have hosted over the 5 seed Union, but Imani's gym not deemed big enough to play. They played it at Union. That was the game where Peyton Lombardo had his coming out party, as he had hit just a handful of 3-pointers on the year. He had hit 5 on the season, hit 6 in that game. That was also the game that Imani Christian showed up about an hour and a half late because they went to the wrong Union, which, by the way,
that's right. I remember that.
By the way, I heard Max Preps had the wrong Union logo again today on here for this game.
I'm not surprised.
30 seconds remaining as Matt just dribbling through a phone booth, through everybody, gives it over to Taylor, just playing keep away as time winding down, and there will be the foul given with 17 seconds on the clock. Foul be committed by Lakai Turner, who just checked in.
Now go to the double bonus. Health in motion free throws.
Fist bumps right down the line from Coach Stanley to the entire team.
They've earned it.
These seniors were in middle school when that magical team of the Pinkertons, Matt Costello, Trey Charles and company, Pasquarello, that entire team made it to the Pete. They were there at the Peterson Event Center. They made it back as juniors. They knew they wanted to make that return trip again for their senior year, and they're going to do it.
They'll dribble it out if they can.
Lucas trapped. It's going to get punched away by Matt, and time's going to wind down. Your Scotties victorious 80-58. Union returning to the Peterson Event Center for the 2nd straight year and the 3rd in the last 6 years.
Big win, impressive win here for the Scotties. And, you know, you look into how tight this game was in the first half. Union led by 1 after 1. They led by 1 at halftime. But in the 3rd quarter, Union led there by Lucas Stanley shooting from outside the arc. Outscored Carlton 21-9 to really take a commanding lead in this game.
And in the end, a 47-28 differential in the 2nd half. Our Tri-County Principals postgame show when we return here at lcsportsnet.com and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $25 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapies necessary, from the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. and then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAP Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PennOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, in the office, or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Weiland, Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
Wherever you're going, Axe can get you there. The bowling alley, beauty salon, and even the library. Axe can get you there safely. The grocery store, the pharmacy, and the bank. Axe can get you there comfortably. Going to work, visiting a friend, or just to relax at the park. Axe can get you there affordably. Axe is here to get you there safely, comfortably, and affordably. Choose Axe as your driving service and give us a call to schedule a ride.
Welcome back to Montour as we get ready for actually the finish of tonight's game. We had the power outage that lasted, the power outage was out for about 25 minutes. There was about a 33 total minute delay between the action in the fourth quarter, but in the end, Union goes on to a 80-58 victory. They were led today by Lucas Stanley, who had a huge game here tonight. And Lucas will be our player of the game coming up out. Well, that's my wrong read. Get the right one. Let's give the LCAP Player of the Game award away to Lucas Stanley. Lawrence County Community Action Partnership is proud to present tonight's Player of the Game award to Lucas Stanley of Union. LCAP and the Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Lucas Stanley tonight for tonight's Player of the Game, and we'll receive a customized T-shirt from the Red Zone in recognition of being tonight's Player of the Game. To view a full list of this year's Player of the Game, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Player of the Game. Congratulations to Lucas Stanley of Union being tonight's LCAP Player of the Game. LCAP changing lives. Lucas tonight had a huge game as he scored over 7. Yeah, looking at James, scored scoreboard. I believe we're going to say he had 36 tonight, total points, but I'll have to double check with him on that. And then our play of the game will go to Matt Stanley, who had a huge play there in the third quarter, and leading the Scotties on that big run that led them to that 21-9 run in the third quarter to take commanding lead of tonight's ball game. Maley Chiropractic is proud to present tonight's Player of the Game award to Matt Stanley of Union. Maley Chiropractic and the Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Matt tonight for tonight's Play of the Game and receive a customized t-shirt from the Red Zone in recognition of tonight's Play of the Game. Video of tonight's Play of the Game may also be featured on the Trib Live High School Sports Network, stand-out platform, and Twitter and Instagram. To view tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game, go online to lcsportsnet.com and click on Play of the Game. Congratulations to Matt Stanley for tonight's Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. And that is our two awards here tonight, going to the Stanley brothers, the senior in Matt Stanley and the sophomore in Lucas Stanley. And Lucas just had a phenomenal night there tonight for our LCAP Player of the Game award, as he chipped in 7 3-pointers here tonight. Just really a phenomenal effort by the entire team, especially in the second half. That was really the key. The shooting got on fire. We talked about James and I in the pregame about how they really went off in the second half in the previous game in this tournament. They did the exact same thing here tonight, taking full control of tonight's ball game from the outside. And it was led by Lucas Stanley and Peyton Lombardi on the outside. Katie Fisher, some big rebounds underneath there for the Union Scotties here today, having a big game, chipping in. And of course, Cam Taylor also having 3 threes here tonight in the effort, and Braylon Thomas giving his leadership that we see so often from Braylon on the football field and on the basketball court. So we're going to Tyler, let's take a timeout here for a moment. We'll come back. We're trying to get Coach Stanley to come up and talk to us, and once he is up, we'll be back with more of our Tri-County Principal Post-Game Show. You're watching lcsportsnet.com, powered by LCAP.
For more than 120 years, people have been relying upon Martindale Hubbell's AV preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you're involved in a workers' compensation situation, you should do the same. LGKG has been AV rated for over 40 years.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
That was awesome.
For more than 120 years, people have relied on Martindale Hubbell's preeminent rating to select their attorneys. If you've been involved in an automobile accident, you should do the same. At LGKG, we have been preeminently rated for over 40 years.
At LCAP Early Learning Centers, our kids are superheroes with extraordinary abilities to explore and learn. All our programs are filled with amazing children, but we need help. We're hiring group supervisors, assistant group supervisors, aides, and many other support positions. If you love to work with children as young as 6 weeks old, then you could be a superhero too. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County. Apply today at lcap.org.
Cold winds blowing, temperatures dropping, and snow is beginning to fall. And then your furnace goes out. LCAP's LIHEAP Crisis Program is here to help. If your furnace is blowing cold air, not turning on, or not reaching the desired temperature, help is right around the corner, whether it needs fixed or replaced. For information, call the Department of Healthy Homes at 724-656-0090. LCAP's Healthy Home programs are the key to safer living.
And welcome back here to Montour High School. Unfortunately, James went out looking for the locker room for Union, and he couldn't find it. They hid him away somewhere, so he's still in search of Coach Staley. Chances of us having him here in a post-game does not look like it's going to happen. However, we do want to give away a bonus Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game Award to Jaden Wynn for what he was able to do tonight to help the Scotties for victory. So congratulations to James for being a Maley Chiropractic Player of the Game Award. And we'll get that t-shirt out to him on a bonus one that we were talking about earlier. So for my partner James Johnson and Tyler and the cameras here tonight, great job. I'm Tim Costanza wishing you all a wonderful good afternoon. We'll see you very soon for more basketball right here on LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
WPIAL, UPMC Sports Medicine.
That was awesome.
Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
One, two. Yeah, there you go.
All right, yeah. All right, now, it took us a while. We finally found you walking down here in the labyrinth of Montour, but extended our post-game show to talk with Coach Stanley. Coach, I mean, you shoot lights out like that, you're going to compete in every game, and you're going to win a lot of games. 18, 19 in the first round, 12 here today. What can you say about your shooters?
They're stepping up, and they're knocking them down. We have that type of shooter, though. I see it every day. So like I said, it doesn't surprise me, but in a game situation, it seems a little different, but we were able to get some good looks and play it or knock it down.
Real quick, they're going to have the anthem here playing, but just in terms of your son Luke, it's a very similar scenario to what it was when Peyton was a sophomore, right? Just in terms of of a lot of JV minutes, but then when the time comes, you can call on them to do.
Yeah, the difference was I think Peyton waited till the Amani game, and Lucas he's long, he grew, and he gives us tips, and he's slick around the rim, and the JV's done now, so he's fresher, and now what he has that Peyton didn't, he has Peyton with him, so you better find both of them or you're going to pay the price.
Because then if those two aren't, you got Cam who shoots lights out when he gets his chances, and then obviously Matt who can stroke it from beyond the arc. Everybody on that floor can shoot at any given time. Yeah,
Cam gives us so much defensively, but just when you least expect it, boom, hits a big three. Matthew he controls the game. And then you got Fisher, who doesn't have to score a point, and when he gets going, it's pretty fun to watch. He's just so athletic and everywhere. And then, Braylon coming off the bench, and Porter came off the bench today. It's just a seasoned group, and they play together. They don't care who gets the credit, and they just go out and have fun.
Let's get you back on here now that the anthem's over, Coach.
Okay.
All these seniors. This is the group we were talking about at the end of the game. They were at the peak as middle schoolers when Costello and Pinkerton and Trey Charles and Pasquarello were all there. They got to see that whole event. They knew that was their goal. They made it as juniors, and from day one, obviously, that was going to be your goal. But to see them achieve it, and without a number 2 scorer for basically the entire season from last year, too, you just got to be real proud of your senior group.
Come on, we're coming 50. We work all season to get our seed, and all of a sudden we're coming 60 miles. They're coming 13, and but we don't care. It was funny the night before. My son said, "I want to play at Montour. I love Montour," and then boom, we're at Montour. They think the further we go, it just keeps. I don't know. I don't like what's going on. But you can't say anything. It's and I believe Carlynton. I love Carlynton. I believe they're the number 3 team, very similar to us. But it just keeps happening, and I don't get it. And these kids, they don't deserve that. They don't get the credit. Look at their body of work as a group. And I'm not looking at. They don't care. But come on, the WPIAL, they got to wake up. They got to help us out a little bit. Teams up north. There's pretty good basketball. And come on, be transparent. But I'll be honest with you. Yeah. We're getting on a bus. We're having fun, and we're just going to keep rolling. It's I just don't think we get respected, and I think teams will see us. But when you see us, you're like, they're pretty good.
Yeah. Well, Union Township's going to travel no matter where they put you. We saw it all during football season. We've seen it all here through hoop season. The good news is we know exactly where you're going for the next round. And this is the matchup we've been waiting for all year, Union versus Imani. You played them 2 years in a row in the postseason. Now a third chance to do it. It was quarterfinals, last year semifinals, and now here for the championship.
Yeah, some faces have changed, not ours. Theirs. They got some different looks. But we're going to go. We're going to have fun with it. See what we can do. We're going to play hard. That. This group, since they were little, they've been special, and they just keep adding to it. Former players here, Sean Lewis, Jeff Nero, my nephew Craig. They got pride in this, and we're a small school. Our girls, we're going to be rooting them on Monday. And because you're in the school, and people it's not a cliche. These are good kids. Yeah. These are nice kids. Not saying we don't have troublemakers. That's everywhere.
Let me tell you, Matt's the worst of them. Let me tell you, right?
But, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, more than anything, is how your team will just actually in the second half just continue to do what they do and shoot the threes and then cockfire. And then a team that you had 2 tough games against, you just in the third quarter just really took control of the game and never released it.
Yeah. Listen, and it's nothing I do. They don't panic. They went up 4, we come down, hit a 3, then we take the lead, make a couple mistakes, but they just keep coming. I changed Braylon's giving us great minutes. All of a sudden, I make an adjustment just to give them a rest of it. Then all of a sudden that team surges. well, then that team's gone. And there's, Porter didn't start today, but Porter started in the championship. I mean, and he was fine. He gave us good minutes off the bench. Mark gave us good minutes off the bench. So they just, and as one of the twins, Mark, the bigger one, he says, Dad, we're addicted to winning. We just want to win. And that's, and when you have that, how easy is it to coach? It's not, I hear some stories, and all my hat's off to Carlynton because how hard they play. How about they're diving on the floor? Yeah. I couldn't have more respect for how they play. They don't talk. They just play and they come after you, man. And I kept telling the kids, 24 points, you never know. Yeah. And when the lights went, how about that? That was going to heart attack.
I mean, literally shooting lights out. But the one thing that we talked about from the very beginning was the free throw shooting the first 2 times you played these guys. We don't want to talk about it. No. Tonight, though, much higher. I think we missed 3 or 4 all night. Well, that's a big difference of why those are 2 or 3 point games, and this one ended up being a 20-point win. Yeah,
and the other thing is, when we play them, and it's part of their defense. They get after you, and they take Matthew out. But I thought coming in, if we keep it close, we always have a barrage, and it's like a spurt ability, Coach Sarandra used to say. And we never had one against them. And I was wondering, when can we get one? When we can, well, then Bernie may hit. I think we went up 4 or 5, and then I don't know how many threes in a row we hit. But then they started pressing up, and here comes Matthew through their press, kicking in the corner, and guys are just getting their feet set and knocking it down.
Let's find a few more coming up at the Peterson Event Center on Thursday night. Let's get another one out there. Huh?
Oh, yeah. You know what?
It's been 20 years, Coach.
Yeah.
3's a magical number.
Yeah, and you know what? And all the upper schools, and they complain because when they get out to Philadelphia, we've had that 30 years. We've always fighting this, And if you look at it, one year we played Vincenzi in the championship, then they fold, a couple of their players go to Bishop Canada, now we're playing them in the championship, well then they go off and a couple of their players go to Amani. It's always something. And, and believe me, they're young men, I don't blame them. They're not doing anything wrong against the rules, but, think about it. You take that kind of thing out, you're just looking at how many goals. But here and there, we got to play it. But like I said, I'm proud of our guys because we're going to battle. We don't get who you want. We're going to come down and we're going to play it.
And we're going to enjoy it. Coach, thanks for coming and talking to us, and go enjoy the ride home. We'll see you on Thursday.
I hope I didn't complain too much, but they told me when you win, you complain a little bit.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
All right, and we'll wrap it up with that. Thanks again for tuning in live or archived. LCSportsNet.com, the Trib Live High School Sports Network.